Okay, the mall and the pants. There's two different pants stories. So one of them, so when Kara was little and Neil was just a little teeny guy, and Kenzie wasn't born. I worked downtown in Key Bank Towers. Okay, and so it was like Christmas Eve or Christmas Adam, something like that. And I think it was Christmas Eve, and I
But this is before the 90s. So where did people go Christmas shopping?
at the mall. So so this is before they remodeled downtown. So Key Bank Towers was attached to Crossroads Mall. So we'd go down to the mall and eat. And for the last 2 weeks, we'd all been going down shopping, right? So I go down and I go into wine stocks. And I'm so excited. I find these stock pots. And I buy these two stock pots, and I can barely carry them upstairs.
You want to use for
Yeah, the two nice stock pots we have, right? And my boss comes by and says, "Carl, why don't you just go ahead and go home for the day?" And I go, "No, I got my shopping done. I'll work." He's like, "Carl, your pants are split from here to here. You've been walking around in the mall. Go home."
But like the bag?
Yep, whole backside was just. Yeah. Anyway, there was another time. So there's another time. No, it was a Utah Poets Society meeting. Utah Literary Society meeting, and I think is it Kinsey and Kira and me and Mom are all there, and it's out at the Hilton by the airport out in the International Center, and something happens and the caterer's late, and so we're walking around and there's a little duck pond out there and stuff, and I sat down on the park bench, and evidently I got snagged on a nail, and but I didn't know it. Like my pants got snagged and they're ripped. So my pants are just ripped. And so I
You got to remember, Kinsey and Kira and I are all getting awards for this group. So we kind of laugh, but
yeah. So they strategically follow me around with one of them walking behind me the entire evening to try to and they don't tell me about it. Okay? And then on the way home, we decide we want to stop at the grocery store. And they go, "No, let's go home." I go, "No, let's stop at the grocery store." "No, let's go home." And they say, "Fine, we'll go to the grocery store." And then we'd been there about a half hour or 20 minutes. And then they decide to tell me that my pants are split. And they've no longer been protecting me because it was my idea to go to the grocery store.
he didn't know this as like weirdly scooting around the whole time. Well, we didn't know any of those people. The people at the conference, we knew some of them. So that was embarrassing to face off.
It was actually the weird grocery store we never went to. It's the Cal Ranch now. But anyway. The food for less or something. Anyway, those are the pants stories.
See, I thought you were going to tell the one about the zipper in the store.
Whoa, there's more?
No. That's your story.
No, that's Skylar's pants. We're always in
Pants unzipped, shoes untied.
What's
Shoes untied.
okay? Fine. So me and Sandy are in Philadelphia, and we're walking around near the tourist sites in Philadelphia, and we come across there's this group of Chinese or Japanese tourists in a bus, and we come walking down the hill, and this little teeny couple comes over, and they go, "Picture," and we're like, Sandy goes, "You want me to take a picture?" And they hand her phone, and then they both stand on both sides of me. And we're like, "What?" And they go, "Picture. Sumo."
He wasn't nearly as big as his boys. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be good luck if you Tell a story about your dad.
What?
Tell a story about your dad.
Tell the bike one.
Oh, okay. So I was so for those of you who know, you know where Grandma's house was at Savannah and it has now. And you know where I grew up a block down, right? Well, there's a yellow house like halfway up on the side that belonged to Slacks, and they had kids, most of the younger kids' age. He was a member of our bishopric and a seminary teacher. But anyway, so we were all over there for some dinner party or something, right? And those kids had our bikes, and of course they're 70s bikes. Mine was really cool. It was blue and it was kind of chopped, and it had these low things and a nice banana seat with just a half high sissy bar on it, which is a bar that comes up on the back of the seat. And then it did have this ugly wire basket on the front of it that kids teasing me about. But we'll ignore that for now. And so I did something wrong. I can't remember what it was, but I talked back to my mother. And my dad, who was 58, 60 at the time, I don't know, said, "Carl, come back to apologize to your mom." And I said no, and I jumped on my bike, and I took off, and it was downhill, and I knew I could get away. I knew I'd catch it later, but I was just not having anything to do with this. About the time we got to our grass, I felt a hand on my stomach as my dad made sure that I was safe as he grabbed that sissy bar, and we came to an instant stop. And he said, "Now walk back and apologize to your mother." And I walked back and I apologized to my mother. No, my bike stayed there. I still remember that feeling though. I mean, he made sure I was safe, but we just came to an instant stop. Just incredible. So then, let's see. Once me and Mom were driving. No, I can't tell that story.
I'll tell it. It's too late now.
We gotta get at least one sus story. Yeah, the pants falling
It was
off
the
is sus enough.
it was the hood of a 70 Vega, and it was Neil. Enough said. He's heard that story before.
Yeah, what about the conference table, Dad?
Well, no one was conceived there.
It's just a massive conference table.
As far as we know.
What? What's conference table, Dad?
Okay, I'll tell you right now, and you'll be scarred for life. But you so maybe in this setting we'll get better appreciation than I told this story last night.
You did?
And I'm going to repeat it.
What?
So after our wedding, we had all the presents packed in one car to go to Mount Pleasant.
Right.
And they decorated the other car. And so, including in that decoration, they'd filled the glove box full of shaving cream. I mean, it was a bad job my little brother did on this car. It was terrible. There were potatoes in the exhaust pipes. It was, and we were trying to get that cleaned up to the point where we dared drive it, and we realized we thought that we'd thrown the registration away. So my mom and dad said, "Take the car with the gifts. Go. We'll take care of this." So we drove from Ephraim to Nephi to the very fancy Safari Motel. No, we didn't get the.
Safari, you stay there.
Remember the hotel we stayed in during the whiteout?
Yeah.
That's the motel. Okay.
It barely has heat, and that's only in one room. Probably so. I hope it's not the same sheet.
What?
So it's our honeymoon. It's our wedding night. And Mom says, we can't leave the presents in the car. What if somebody steals them? So we have to drag all the presents into the motel room.
This was before registry.
There was, yeah, this.
You know?
I mean,
And then she said, wouldn't it be fun to open them? And I said,
No. I said just one.
you said just one. Yeah, because I said, no, I want to do something else. So after we opened all the presents, and it was like 5 a.m., there was a lot of presents. It had been a long day. Let's just say. So, you know, but not as much as I wanted. So then we have to leave. We actually had just one night there. One night? I think we stayed 2 nights. But yeah, because we went out. We saved our money and we went to a little restaurant. And I lost my wedding ring in the pool. And I'm such a bad swimmer, I couldn't dive down and get it. And my wife had to go get it.
We were so scared. It was so close to the grave. We could see where it was.
And, you know, all that buoyancy from all that, I just couldn't get down there. Anyway, so we did go to my mother's house to get the gifts. She did ask us to go outside and pick the beans if we wanted to can them.
You skipped a part. 5 a.m. You all went to sleep.
They didn't sleep.
Whoa!
It was our honeymoon.
So you didn't deny it.
I think you're missing the point about the beans, guys.
Okay, what about the no.
Well, the bean structure was nice and it hid. It was the middle of the day. That's what my sisters were talking. Yeah. I've only got Mom to repeat that at our house once.
Beans must have been more luscious back in the day.
We built the bean structures.
Oh, okay.
There is a reason there's 12 of you.
Any bright ideas with bean structures now?
We need more firewood. They do stick to things.
Let's talk about the conference table. We're all interested.
No, we're not.
So, you know, we worked at the science building. They had a
Wait,
great
Mom,
big
wait.
place.
Wait, Mom. Get the microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Mic'd up.
I don't want any proof.
This is going on the family.
It was something we'd always talked about because I mean it was a really big conference table in the science building. It was down in one of the classrooms.
It's funny because about in the middle of this whole situation, I remember I came to a merit badge powwow. I came. Well, we're in here, and I'm thinking this is the room where I had the computer science merit badge powwow class.
Did you ever think about that at that time? Probably.
I did.
Yeah. So that was it. It was fine. It was the middle of the night. We had keys. We could get in the building. We could do whatever we wanted. We owned that building. I think there was a bathroom too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was just a bathroom.
There's a reason we got all you guys. Seriously. You know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Let's just say there's one open cubicle at Harmon that was just there's too many people around, and at L3 it's too hard to get her in there. But other than that, every office was always taken care of. It was a tradition.
We made it a deal to make sure we got every room in the house. Sorry, guys. Twice.
No, not the broom closet. No, wait, we just had to harass her.
You can stand up. No, we couldn't fit in that one.
Okay.
In the middle of the middle of a road on car.
Yeah, that was when Neil was conceived.
What is the best comeback line when somebody says, you know what causes that, right? What's the best response?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I keep doing it.
Oh. We need another line of stories here before we get in real big trouble.
You could tell them about our trip to Barnes and Noble in St. George during COVID, at the beginning of COVID. You remember that?
You got Lego, because I was scared.
You could tell the Jenny story.
Well,
That's not much of a story.
oh, tell the story with from that where the quote originated, with the chocolate ice cream when you walked across from the hotel.
I think they want you to tell the damn story.
The Danny story?
The damn
You-
story.
The damn story?
Mhm.
Tell the damn.
Isn't that the Denny story?
Danny's story.
It was that trip.
Oh, it's the same trip. So we're going on this trip, and it was one of the most brutal trips we've been on, but it was also fun. We had Kaylin and Down, right?
Yeah.
I think
And
so.
they there for those
And-
photos?
Was Nate
Was
there?
I think Nate was married. I don't think
Nate
he
was
with
married. I
us.
don't think he was there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So it was Kaylin and Down, and it's right before Kaylin's mission, and we stayed at Scottsdale Lake Resort.
Yeah, we were
But
driving.
on the way down, on the way down,
We had some bad
We-
traffic.
we had some bad traffic. We had some bad winds, but I think we stayed in Vegas the first night because all the way to Phoenix is hard, and so I thought, okay, I want to go to Hoover Dam because as a child,
You watched Transformers and you
no, as
Dad
a
helped build it.
no, none of that. As a child, when Glen Canyon Dam was about a year and a half old, I went to stay with my Aunt Clyde and my Uncle Lloyd, and they took us to the Glen Canyon Dam. And I remember walking down, taking an elevator, then walking down and seeing the huge turbines. And I just remember it being a really cool experience. So I wanted my kids to have that experience.
You know why you can't
So-
get that with the dam, right?
Terrorists.
No, because the freaking cube from Transformers is there.
Oh.
That's why there's no damn
Anyway, so I'm all disappointed. So we talk about how there's no damn tour, and that just lasted the whole trip. It was funny.
I believe Mom said something
Yeah,
first.
I think you said.
Oh my gosh! Mom said the damn tour.
And then they're playing Need for Speed. Is it Need for? In Scottsdale. Yeah, it is. It is. And you guys are playing that, and then they're like, "Hey, maybe we should go on the damn tour." It was just, it was
The
a
whole trip.
And then Nephi got the unfortunate experience of taking Mom to the ER during a vacation.
Yep.
Mayo
Wouldn't be the
Clinic.
last time.
I finally eventually got over there. I was working. We had a lot of fun. I blew out my knee in the pool, and then I think Corey must have been in 4th grade
I think so.
because we had a 4th grade
Yeah,
pass.
we had a 4th grade pass.
So we tried to go to every single national park monument we could on the way home, and then every single one was like $75 in patches.
Not 75.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. In fact, we came up to this one Arizona. We came up to this one Arizona state park that had and we pulled up because there was an admission fee. And the first thing we asked was, "Do you have patches in the gift shop?" They go, "Yeah, okay, we'll pay our money, go in and get a patch."
That was a state park.
That was a
That
state
was
park.
the white fan.
No,
That was a different trip.
we did Horseshoe. We did Page on the way back. We did Horseshoe Bend. Me and Mom didn't quite make it down there.
We did Horseshoe Bend, and then the Danny story happened.
And then the Denny story. So me and Mom try to get down to Horseshoe Bend, and I can't make it. It's quite a hike. and it's 155 degrees
It's
outside.
so
or
hot, and
something.
somebody didn't have any oxygen.
It was just
with
crazy. We're dragging mom's oxygen cart, and we see all these seniors getting wheeled back up in the golf cart, and we just decide we'll let the kids see it, and we're just headed back to the car. So then we get back to the car and we go to the hotel, and we're really hungry because we've been eating out of the cooler for days while we're getting all these patches, and we're out of food.
We couldn't afford food.
Yeah, we spent it all on matches.
And we're staying at this hotel, and there's a Denny's right across the street.
No, it's like
Parking lot.
It's like kind of like crawl down from I remember. And then
Yeah.
So we go over to the Denny's, and this is all during COVID, right? Takes us forever to get a seat.
Except there was
I'm
nobody
just-
there. There was
and
nobody
I'm
there,
just
it
like,
forever.
I don't feel good. I want to go back to the hotel and lay down.
But
You'll
really,
be
you just
fine.
needed food.
Oh, I don't feel good. I want to go back to the hotel and lay down. I'll be fine. Yeah. And then one of the kids says,
No. You have to tell. You were telling it wrong. So we ordered, and mom goes, asks the waiter. She goes, "My husband's really low. He's diabetic, and he needs some ice cream like now." And so the lady brings ice cream like before even like our appetizers, like our salads.
Yeah, Kate
And-
will literally just.
And
buy
so
appetizers.
Dad gets his ice cream, and he's like, what in his mouth. And we're like, "Dad, are you good now?"
and I say,
No, Caitlin goes. I go, Dad, are you okay?
I don't know. Ask my wife.
It's so nice.
That has been a catchphrase for a long time.
Anybody else want red wine?
From Capitol Reef, drove on the scary little road.
Oh my God. Okay, Capitol Reef, and then so we're in the old van, the old white van, right? And we've been out at Capitol Reef. We have Grandma Benson with us, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That
And
was the time
had-
we stayed in Torrey.
we stayed in Torrey. We had a wonderful time. We had it was spring break, but it snowed. We had this indoor pool all to ourselves with these huge glass windows, snow coming down. It's warm. We have this great time. We get up in the morning. We see.
Wait. You got to tell them about the pool, though. That was so cool. I've never been in a pool like that, and probably I would have been terrified. But there was all this steam coming up inside. I couldn't see the kids. They were swimming, but I was hoping they weren't drowning because it was one of those kinds of experiences. Do you guys remember that? Girl, where are you? That,
I remember the pool that had the like dome stone that was outdoors.
oh, that was a different
But
one.
I don't remember
The steam in that pool in Torrey. That and the fish that we had was so good.
Oh yeah, we went to this expensive restaurant, and Mom had.
That's the only fish I have ever liked in my
That was
entire
amazing. That trout was amazing. But Grandma paid for it, or we wouldn't have been going there because it wasn't the kind of restaurant we could afford.
So we see all this, and then we're driving home from Capitol Reef, right? But we think, well, we want to see some stuff, and I can't remember what we were driving. But we look, and there's this little green road. It says there's this little road, right? And we take it, and then the pavement ends, and it's a dirt road. And then the dirt road becomes two ruts, and we're out in the stinking middle of nowhere. There's a cliff on one side. There's just road and sagebrush on the other side, or kind of road, and it's really, really bumpy. But we're like, it's quicker to keep going than to turn around because we're taking this bypass back to the highway. So we're driving along, and screws from the big van dashboard start falling out because of the vibration.
It was crazy.
It was crazy. And then, like idiots, we decide that, well, we end up in Orangeville, right, by Price. We'll just go over the mountain to Ephraim. So,
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
So we go up, and we'd both been up Ephraim Canyon, and we knew that it went to Orangeville, but I hadn't ever been from the top down to Orangeville. It's way windier and way steeper.
Yeah, I didn't know.
At least we were going up, but we went up, right? We get up there, and we're like dying. Everybody needs to go to the bathroom. We're thirsty, all this stuff. And then suddenly there's this pile of sheep we have to work through.
Sheep do not come in piles.
They were in the road. And we're looking at them, and suddenly Mom gets all excited because half those sheep have J.O. branded on them. They're Grandpa's sheep. He'd mixed them up with somebody else to go up on the mountain. But anyway, that's the Capitol Reef story.
No,
You were
this
there.
was you were there. This was.
You were
after.
just complaining and whining and car
This was
sick.
actually our first family vacation when we took the kids to Capitol Reef. We'd never gone anywhere before that,
Yeah.
other than just like to grandma's or whatever.
No, it was just the first one.
No,
we
in
went to
Capitol
a
Reef.
KOA.
That's all we did. Yeah.
Kara was always sketching. You're probably in.
That's where the stupid penis rock picture came from. When Timmy rock.
Dad, after you tell Skyline Drive, you should tell the other Capitol Reef story with the Mexican restaurant. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, kind of. Mom, I can tell. Okay, so we've been up. We started trying to camp a little bit, and I know this day Paul had just gotten his black truck. He scraped it on a tree. We were camping at Community.
A week old. I was up pulled over for the tent on the way down there.
But we
had Casey in the truck.
anyway, so it's been kind of a rough time at Community. We got some rubber rafts out on the pond. They'd started leaking. We had to go back. It just kind of been one of those rough camping trips. We forgot the griddle. Somebody showed up with the griddle out of the garage. It was Keena. So we asked Keena to get the griddle out of the garage and bring it up. She brings the plug-in electric griddle.
We're out in the middle of trees. I don't know to plug it in.
It wasn't like this kind of camping.
She was so blonde at that point. It
Oh.
was just funny to tease her.
I think so. Anyway, so it's been kind of a disaster. The toilet stunk. It was just like, it was not the best camping experience in the world. So wasn't. I don't think it was Corey. I don't think Corey was born. Nephi was really small. You weren't alive, no. Anyway, so I get this bright idea. As a child, I had this good experience, well, semi-good experience of driving Skyline Drive with my cousins from California. And I remember it was kind of pretty.
It's supposed to be a beautiful drive.
It's supposed to be a beautiful drive. It's been 20 years, but I still know Skyline Drive's there. And in fact, my buddy and I, when I was a senior in high school, had went up Ephraim Canyon, driven across Skyline Drive. We were the first cars through because we were driving on snowdrifts with no cars on them, and we got through and it was fine. And that was only, 15 years before. So I figure it's the middle of the summer. We've been through Capitol Reef. I mean, we can easily make it through this mess, right? So we start on this road, and you were the
guys
other
were
way.
out of car, and you
turned-
said you weren't going to
And we got
come.
scared and turned around and you guys kept going. But we followed you up until we got scared.
So we get up there, and there's like it's not as well maintained as I remember, and it's pretty rough. And we're the first one we come to, the first really bad spot we come to is there's a hill, the road, a cliff, and the road is about 2/3 the normal width. And so we're driving across there, and it's just terrifying. The kids on the outside are looking out, and they can't see anything but down. At one point, we kind of slip a little bit, and then we come back on like we're going off the edge, right? And so we get through that, and then it's like,
I'm telling all the kids, lean on the inside.
So we come to this guy in this 4-wheel drive truck, and we ask him, he's like, because he was coming the other way, and we're like, how's the other way? Because we know what we've been through, and we don't want to go back. He's like, that's not very. I don't think you should have. First thing he says is, I don't think you should have this rig on this road. And we go like, we're kind of figuring that out.
It was crazy.
And so we stop, and Mom's got the kids singing primary songs in the back, and we finally get to a place where there's a little
They were terrified.
little-
That's why.
a little little place, grove of trees, and we stop and we do some potty in the bushes stuff, and then we decide, well, we got to track on, right? And so then we come to this hill, and it's like, you can tell it's a pretty steep hill, but there's ditches of water about every 20, 30 yards across this hill, and we've got to get up it. And now, luckily, there's not any drop-offs on either side, right? So I just said, we're going, it's going to be bouncy, hold on. And we just punch it to try to get up this hill because we don't want to get stuck. And we're bouncing, and I remember somebody's mom's cell phone sitting on the old console of the old white van, and it pops up and goes right in a drink. Okay? The kids are literally hitting their head on the ceiling. Everybody's screaming, right? We get to the top. And what does Nephi say? That was fun, let's do it again.
Of course he did.
We finally get to the road, and we get to pavement, and I literally get out of the ground. I'm going kiss the ground. I'm so happy. And I turn around, and there's a sign that says, ATVs only after this point. And that's where we'd been.
But there wasn't a sign on the way
There
in.
wasn't a sign on the way in. There just wasn't anything to tell us that.
I thought we were going to die that day. I seriously
was-
didn't think we were going to get through that.
I guess when we got to my mom's house, we were still white as ghosts. It was.
We thought you were crazy. We backed down. I don't think.
I still tell people
You remember, Kai?
I took a van, a full-size passenger van from Ephraim Canyon to Fairview Canyon on Skyline Drive, and they say I'm a liar.
Mom, do you remember that one time we went to Capitol Reef during COVID and we went to the Mexican restaurant? Do you remember that story?
I do remember the Mexican restaurant.
can't remember.
Somebody had told me that this Mexican restaurant was like the best food. The best food.
Okay,
And
so it's on the way. This was in a gift shop where she's buying patches.
okay. So anyway, we decide we're going to go and eat at this place, and there's
It's
not
like
very
15
many,
miles out of town, right?
and there's not very many eating places anyway. It's a
And we
small
all
town.
protested. Don't get it wrong. We were protesting.
We wanted
And Dad's like, we're gonna.
There wasn't
try
a
it,
McDonald's.
And if you don't like it, we
The
can
kids.
Mom.
Well, wait a minute. Tell them about this place.
So Mom knows about the place. It's supposed to be 15 miles down the road. It's already getting dark. I don't remember where we were headed. I think we had one more stop before we got back to the Wasatch Front. And I told the kids we could have some McDonald's if we wanted to, right? If they didn't like it, because Mom was just set on this restaurant. So we pull up, and there's like this neon
Middle of
light
nowhere.
that's just kind of going on, off, on, off.
Yeah.
Yeah. The restaurant's built. The restaurant is literally a double wide trailer with a lean-to attached to it. Okay? All of the trucks in the parking lot look like they have a guy named Bubba who wants to shoot you to drive it.
The lean-to was made out of corrugated tin.
Lean-to is made out of corrugated. And
It was in the middle of a desert, mind you.
and I'm like, I think we're just going. And he's like, we're staying. And we're going in there. And we went in there, and they put us in the lean-to, which was away from all the Bubbas at least. And it was
Fantastic. And it was the first time I had fried ice cream.
The best fried ice cream I've ever had in my life.
It was so good. Oh my goodness.
Nobody wanted McDonald's.
The best I've ever had.
I don't think I even ate much of the food. I think it was just the ice cream that I ate.
Oh no, you ate a lot more than that.
Pretty obvious I ate a lot of food, okay?
so when we right after Kara was married, We went to
Well,
San
I don't know what
Francisco.
story you're telling first.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm sure it was right after she was married. What's the story?
We went to San Francisco.
That's wicked.
We went to San
That was
Francisco.
the first time when we went
No.
on that day cruise.
That was way after we went to Capitol Reef the first time. That was our first vacation. We might have been the following year.
No, so once we planned our first trip to San Francisco, and Neil was about 14, and we did a lot of fun stuff,
And we took your mom. That's
and we
right.
took Grandma Christensen with us.
About 14 if I was right after I was married. I am.
You must have went on this trip with us. Did you go to the Exploratorium with us?
No, I don't think so.
Was this when we went to the day cruise with the seals? We went on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Like a tiny
Yes.
I remember that. I was
I
probably
did
like
not go
4.
to San Francisco.
So it was probably in like 2004, maybe 2005.
Man,
So that would have been the year Neil graduated.
Yeah, like 2005.
So he might have been. a
no,
little
this
older.
was young. He was younger.
Greg was working on the team that invented SIM cards. So what year did SIM cards come out?
I can't remember.
Showed it to
Because
us while we were there. It was like,
yeah,
such a weird thing.
yeah,
I remember it.
and we had the best cantaloupe we ever had in our lives.
I didn't really like cantaloupe before that. I was just in California and I made Lindsay go to a street by a place to try to find cantaloupe. They had those were the best strawberries I've ever had.
But
The thing
So-
I remember the most about that trip when we were in Oakland and we went with Greg to his church. We get inside the church and he said, "Did you guys see any rattlesnakes?" And I'm like, I thought he was kidding. And then we went back outside and there was a sign, "Beware of rattlesnakes."
the story I was going to tell.
In Texas, and the kids were so excited to get on the playground and there was a rattlesnake all
Ah.
over the spot. And like, we're getting
Back in the car.
right now.
But the one I remember is it was. I think you were with us, Kara. But it was, it was one of our first road trips. Yeah, it was because it was the first hot wire trip. We stayed in the this 4-star hotel in San Francisco out by the airport, and we rode BART into town a couple of times, and we got the rooms for $29 a piece, and it was $45 a night to park the van.
And
But,
no free breakfast.
And no free breakfast. It was our first hot wire trip. But we discovered we went to I think anyway, we've been to a couple of restaurants, family restaurants we thought would be cheap, but it was $120, $130, and it was just killing us. And we try and eat out of the cooler, but the idea was we got to eat out one meal a day, right?
Yeah, an In-N-Out burger every day.
And we discovered In-N-Out Burger, and about the 5th day, Neil refused to go to In-N-Out to get any food, and then we left him in the van, and then he just left. Yeah, you left the van and went in some store because you were hot and you were tired and you were mad at us. Scared us to death.
He was like a senior in high school.
But we were in California. We were
We're in
scared.
California. We're scared.
I wasn't scared. You remember the spin so we puked? You tell that story.